welcome everyone. It's time for more Avowed. Last time we made a weird deal. I can just say that, which is that I got out of Nakukubel over there and got back to this little sort of base camp, which has been advanced a bit, you would say. And I was met with both Ludwig and Ringrim, the most unsympathetic people in this game, and they apparently was able to put towards me an ultimatum. I had to choose either of their sort of solutions to this whole Dream Scourge business. I think Ludwig's proposition wasn't really about that, it felt like. Basically, Ludwig wanted to destroy Nakukubel and sort of take the fight to Zapadal. I'm not sure exactly how she was thinking that was going to go, because Zapadal is not here. We have a map to the garden where Zapadal is, and that is not here, presumably at least. So what destroying Nakukubel would actually achieve, I don't know. Also, it's a pretty damn big place. You have like 10 people. It's going to take a while to destroy the damn place, so very unclear what her plan really was there. Ringrim, on the other hand, had a very good plan, which was to sever the Ardra from the Dream Scourge right here, which basically has solved all the problems, because that is of course the situation, or rather the decision that I went with. Yes, a few people have died, and we're gonna find out in just a few moments exactly how many in Thirdborn died. A few people died here. I don't care about them. They're still garrote. Would it be nice if Ringrim could have chosen Ludwig's essence to deal the deal with, so to speak, because that is literally what she did. She used a whole bunch of essence from people, and I just gotta say, I mean, I don't know exactly how essence works in this universe, but was the process entirely random? I just have to ask, like, how could you not know where the essence comes from? You just sort of put your finger in the air and hope that it comes from somewhere? I'm not sure about that, but apparently it's like a Thanos snap, just people in general just die. Very strange. So, we are beginning this episode by going, actually not to Thirdborn, but we are, because we're gonna speak to Temerity. Is Temerity even alive? We shall see. But everyone but Kai wants to chat with me first, so we should probably just head to camp to deal with that.
We need to talk. You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why.
I see, Kai does want to chat, and also the game was really weird about loading everything in there. Bloody hell. Right, I was thinking about this, which is that, okay, why doesn't Kai want to chat? And I thought that, okay, maybe he wants to chat after we've been to Thirdborn. But okay, he definitely wants to chat. Okay, how do I justify my decision? So I can, as scholars say, Archmage Ringrim is one of the most brilliant minds in Eora. I have to trust her. Not the strongest reason, not gonna lie. I'm here to stop the Dream Scourge Kai. Ringrim's spell cuts it off here. See, there's a very pragmatic look at it. Simple, I don't trust Ludwig. I couldn't go along with her plan. You know what? Not entirely incorrect either. We found the ghosts of dead people and a map to the garden. I can't destroy Nakukubel without knowing what else it holds. I don't really care about Nakukubel, so not the best answer. And finally, back off. I didn't ask for this responsibility. Both choices meant death. Which is, you know what? You know what? That is actually maybe something he could buy. Right? Because what he just sort of said was, you let the Archmage unleash death with a spell. Okay. Would you have wanted the Steel Garrote to unleash death with a sword? Would that have been better for you? I don't think a lot of people go with this answer, but I'm gonna, because he is a soldier, or at least he was a soldier, so I think that he sort of can get where I would be coming from with this. Let's see what he says.
So you picked the one that delivered it instantly.
Don't take this out on her. Besides, she's right. No one should have to make that kind of choice.
Least of all, that archmage's.
Ringrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
I don't think that he's seeing this as pragmatically as I can do. And also, yes, I kind of did figure that Marius would be on side with this. Yes. Do you hear yourself? The Dream Scourge will destroy this island and everyone in it. We must stop it. Yes. That is also... I think that he has a bit of a romanticized view on what you can do. That as long as you sort of uphold some form of... what's the word? Not policy. Not policy. What's the word I'm looking for? Moral code. Let's just go with that. Not exactly what I meant, but as long as you uphold yourself to a strict moral code, then eventually you'll solve the problem and everyone will be happy. Okay, probably a lot of people would be even more dead if I didn't do this, maybe. So that's one way. Maybe you're right, if the cost of choices like these, perhaps it's better to trust our fates. Yeah, see? No, don't trust fate, don't trust the wheel. We are in charge of our own making, so to speak. No. Here's the thing, the Dream Scourge will destroy everything if you don't do anything about it, and we just probably did exactly what we had to do.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
Indeed. Oh, is it actually true then that everyone wanted to chat? Is that what we're doing now? Do I not have to talk to people after this, maybe? Right, so we can discuss that when we leave for Galavan's tusks. For now, I think we all need some rest. Okay, well, no, people still want to chat. Okay, Yatsley, what's up?
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. I just hope we made the right decision. Those ruins are priceless, and I truly look forward to exploring them again in the future, but I don't know that I'll ever truly accept what we did. What I did. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though...
I mean, I can see the hesitation, so to speak. Yes, but, again, we all know the Dream Scourge is the problem. We need to do what we can, and anything to make Ludwig's day worse. That's also a good answer. Yes, the ruins are fine, those in third one will soon be suffering. What do you mean, soon be suffering? Am I gonna kill them? But yes, you know what? Since it is Yatli, I'm just gonna go with, yes, anything to make Ludwig's day worse.
I'll drink to that, dear. Things have been... unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Akedans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers.
Did you ask them questions? I don't even remember that you said anything. As a scholar, I can say I wish I could ask ghost questions about areas of my study too, but I'm happy for you. Head pat. Glad you're excited. You must be luckiest historian alive. Their answers were a little underwhelming though, and you might have to stop calling them godless now, since they have a god. But yeah, you know what? I'm happy for you.
Perhaps you'll pick a better specialty next time. Most historians have only hoped to speak with past lives through animancy. I'll blow them all away with my next paper. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier?
I mean, they were kind of boring. I'm not sure exactly why you are so excited about that. Trials were worth it if I want to feel like I know where I belong. Of course, a mad god and followers made those trials. Or I don't get why anyone would worship Sappadol after those trials. Well, I don't understand exactly what that has to do with anything. But yes, mad god and their followers, huh?
Must you try to ruin my fun, dearie? Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details.
Ooh, absolutely. Okay, and what about Rimgrim? Was it everything you expected?
I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master Illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her? She even offered to make me her apprentice.
Yes, you definitely did a good impression there. So I could only contain myself. It was an honor just to meet her.
It was overwhelming. I can still feel my heartbeat. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Huntress titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fior. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them.
Well, if you become an archmagi, you're gonna live forever anyway. Is that the thing? But who else will tell the story of Akira, if not you?
Oh, you even learned their proper name. I can't believe you listened. You'll make me cry at this rate. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do?
I mean, it's a chance of a lifetime, and you're always gonna regret it if you don't do it. Hard to pass up an opportunity like the one Ringer is offering you. Could you really leave Quilici alone with the Vidaro at a time like this? You want me to make the decision? No, you need to go.
I know. That's the whole issue. I've learned magic through my own means, reading and studying on my own. How much more could I learn with her? And how much faster? Within a fortnight, I could rule the world.
Yatsui, you could do all that on your own.
Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me.
Well, also Kai seems to have come around. Lovely. Right, Marius, hello.
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries.
Indeed, and also you're a hunter, you should be able to read it, right? So really, no one has ever been there, happy to be the first, that's because no one knew the way. Think of it, you'll be the first person in centuries to guide an expedition to the garden. I mean, you won't, you will be in the camp. But you could have.
That'll be cold comfort when everyone thinks I'm crazy for saying I've been there. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows?
Well, I suppose we'll find out. We have to find Sabadol at all costs, and choice. Finding Sabadol is the only way I'll have peace. It's not about me. You're not going to talk me out of this, Marius.
Well, there you go. I'll just keep my thoughts to myself then. Anyway,
indeed. Yes, that's about it. And then finally also... chat more?
Listen, that back there, in the ruins, that was a lot. I know you passed 3 trials, but I'm not sure what that means exactly.
Well, it means I'm worthy of speaking with Sabadol. I already was, but sure. It means I'm much closer to putting my destiny. I don't even know if I have one. Look, I had the Peace of Spirits. It doesn't mean anything beyond that. That's basically true. What do you think it means? It means I don't have to listen to your ceaseless mutterings anymore. Well, you know what? It doesn't really mean a whole lot else, but just to get to where I needed to be.
Right. Makes sense. The important thing is that you did it. It's not that I didn't enjoy tromping around in the ancient death trap, getting bossed around by spirits and all that. But I really do hope this was the last time. That kind of humidity does terrible things to my beard. Anyway.
I can see that, yes. Any more you want to chat about? No. How about you, Giada?
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. How much do you really know about Adra?
Ooh, you actually... Okay, so we're probably gonna have to talk twice to you too, then. Simply put, Adra is a crystal with both physical and metaphysical properties.
Very good. We severed the Adra and Naku Kubel to slow down the Dream Scourge. But at what cost?
I mean, okay, I'm hearing conflicting details here, which is that have we cut the Dream Scourge off forever or slowed down? Like, what do we mean by slowed down? How can it come back if we cut it off? Okay, do you think there will be unintended consequences? Stopping the Dream Scourge was never going to be easy. I don't know, you're the expert. I mean, it's never going to be easy, is it?
Still, I wish we had better options. The souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries.
Okay, I don't understand everything about this, but like, we cut the Dream Scourge, but we didn't cut the Adra off from anything, so to speak, other than the Dream Scourge. Right? Okay, what I'm hearing is that Shatterscarp is going to have a ghost problem. Maybe. Could anyone help them find their way, or probably should have died somewhere else? Okay, I would have loved to go for that answer, but no, okay, can anyone help them maybe?
A watcher, maybe. It's a shame we haven't got one. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed. Even the dead can suffer the consequences of our actions. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves.
Would be nice, yes. And that's why I cherish these talks. Things slow down for a bit.
As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question?
Absolutely.
Something about Inquisitor Ludwine has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual?
I mean, in her world, they probably are mutually exclusive, considering, well, everything really. She has a lot of strange ideas. Maybe it's because she doesn't trust Sappadal. Obviously, she doesn't. She declared war on Sappadal, which puts me in an awkward position. I'm sure what's on your mind. Okay, you know what? Yeah, would you like to elaborate?
Truthfully, I don't know. I've got this idea, but it's stuck and won't come loose. It's just... When you rejected Ludwine's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwine clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I.
But yeah, the fact that Ludwine wasn't surprised, I just think that Ludwine is one of those characters that are just sort of ready for anything. Like, she is one of those people that perceive all the different outcomes or possible outcomes, and isn't really surprised by any of it as long as either or the outcomes are all plausible. So, yes, I just think that she's that kind of a person. Right then, enough for now. Go
Until
to rest.
next time.
Do you want to continue talking? No. No one wants to chat. Can I, while I'm here, do any upgrades? Can I upgrade this? No, it doesn't look like it. Adra Bond to get it up here. Ooh, lovely. That is actually... Wait, hold on. That is... No. Where? Yeah, it is. Why does it say that? Am I not here? I am. No, I'm not. So that's where I would be going. Anyway, I can actually upgrade this now, but that is corrupted Adra. Right, and get to the Adra Ban. It's like... I mean, we must be getting closer to the end of the game, but we haven't actually gotten to these items yet, which is fascinating. I don't think we can do a whole lot here, but I really want to sell some stuff, so let's hope that...
you might know this, Marius.
Let's hope the third one isn't completely buggered. We shall find out, and also we'll see if Sappadal wants to chat before we go there.
How could they? beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Jabaru Sinakis, and they prick us in return.
Okay, see, now you're starting to sound a bit agitated again, Sappadal. We know what happens when you get agitated. People die. A lot of people die. You harmed innocents, of course they're furious. I trust you, but you can't deny that there were casualties. I'm trying to sleep. Get out! But yeah, you harmed a lot of innocent people. Of course they're furious.
Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many.
I mean, okay, fair enough, you're kind of doing the same thing we did, right? You sacrificed a few to save the many, but it doesn't really come across as that, I think, because, well, you've been, like, angry with people. Sometimes our emotions drive us to do terrible things, I understand. As long as you promise this is in the past, we can move on. You can't take any effort responsibility for anything, can you? It kind of does feel like that in some ways, yes. But I'm not that angry at Sappadal. So you know what? As long as you promise this is not a thing that's gonna happen again, we're chill.
The moon waxes from darkness. A new turn. New memories. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn. We could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here. A green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us.
I mean, that remains to be seen. Also, you can absolutely be blamed. What are you talking about? It depends on whether you hurt the people I love, as long as our goals are pointed the same way. Yeah, you know what? As long as you and I look at things the same way, no, we won't have a problem. But if you start thinking about killing a whole bunch of people, I might have something to say about that.
Freedom from the garden. A lamp to light our way. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
Not sure exactly what golden poppies would do for me, but whatever, I suppose. Let's see if there's any trouble outside. And there are some people. Am I welcome here? I mean, you guys are still here. You seem fine. Very unperturbed by basically everything that potentially has happened. Also, I don't need to eat this, but I will anyway. Yeah, I mean, you're awfully chill about this. Okay, let's head into Thirdborn. See how many people has died. Okay, well, I mean, it looks fine. No dead bodies in the street. They may have just gotten rid of all of them, for sure.
Did you hear about Nagunu? They found him dead in the lighthouse.
The old guy? From the swordfish? No kidding.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn! Wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet it was spies that got him.
A Deeren spies?
Did he ever tell you how they almost made him a citizen once?
You're thinking he knew too much.
They've got little birdies everywhere.
Okay, if a lot of people died here, you seem awfully chill about it. You're talking about, like, a regular murder. Okay. Oh, right. There are... Oh, there's still, like, dead people. I mean, people are sitting down. Okay, but Temerity seems to be alive, so... Let's see what she has to say about this. And if I can get away without she being... Oh, she looks very angry. Hello?
3 dozen dead? Of no apparent causes? They just... fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow.
Well, it was either that or the entire place being raised by the Steel Garrote. Which one did you want? Sometimes we must make sacrifices for the greater good. She's not gonna like that answer. I'm sorry, Temerity. There was no other options. I did exactly what I had to do, Temerity. I mean, both of these are sort of equal in some ways. Okay, or again, I mean, it feels like she's, if not like soldier type, then at least someone who can see the reason behind things. So you're saying that I'm sorry, there was no other option. I don't think she's gonna buy that. So I'm gonna say I had to do exactly what I had to do.
It amazes me that you have the courage to say that to my face. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for?
Gotta be honest, not hearing any screams. Okay. To stop the Dream Scourge from taking more lives, stop being melodramatic, you know, this was for the greater good. I don't know anymore. I only hope that it was the right decision. It is for the Dream Scourge.
The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones.
Okay, but the Dream Scourge would have taken everyone. Everyone. I need your permission to go to Galloway's Tusk. You just brush her off. Not before you tell your guard to let me through to Galloway's Tusk. Do we need to be let through to Galloway's Tusk, apparently? I don't even know where it is. Leave me your guards, let me through. Yes, okay. I don't know which one is gonna be better here. I do need your permission.
You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Well, see, that worked out well. Lovely. Okay, we have done that. Galloway's Tusks. Now, I think I know where to go. Is it down here? No, it's not. Oh. Are we going to another place then? Ooh. But where the hell where the hell is it? I don't even know where it is. Okay. Shadows of the past. Okay, but where do I go? I don't even know where it is, game. You can't just say go to... Okay. Does my journal tell me anything? Somebody gave me precision to exit Shatterscarp using the bridge in the north. Okay. Alright. Galloway's Tusk, home of the dwarves of Solace Keep. Just ahead. Marius might be able to help you navigate the region. Alright then. So, apparently, yeah, I actually haven't been doing any... As you can probably tell, I haven't done any other gallivanting through Shatterscarp in my off time. I thought it was gonna be here, but yeah, Solace Keep, lovely. Haven't actually been here. That's true. All right, so it's back to Nakukubel and off to this little place right here. So where are we going? Where are we going? Like up here? I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out. I did not think there was going to be another region, but apparently there is. Exciting. And we are back. The Steel Road has left. We are going to go... Actually, not here. We need to go sort of down here, I do believe. Yeah, we need to go... Alright, here we go. That's the spot. Gotcha. Can I just drop down without taking damage? Yes, we can. Good. So presumably this was like the bridge in Dawnshore, that it was closed until we get here. Rather until... Oh, hello. What are you? Oh, you're just a gate guard. Hello.
Temerity sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way, too.
I like that he said, I have nothing more to say. You're responsible for all this. You had more to say, you bastard. Alright then, new area. So are we going to do the same thing as we did, or have done in previous situations, which is we're going to have like a bit of a party camp between the travel thing. On our travels, we shall have a bit of a party camp thing.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Do I? You've been here for all the opportunities where I have met her. Death guards are powerful, but not unstoppable. When is undead, not immortal. She's a good servant of the Empire. She's just extreme in her methods. She's out of control and must be stopped. There we go.
That might be easier said than done.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
Probably yes, and also she's probably just gonna follow us while we do our business. So Ludwig and I are both adherents. We'll find a way to work it out. No, we won't. I can't deal with her if I have to. I will. I might have bitten off more than I can chew. If I can avoid unnecessary violence, I will. No. I'll deal with her.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka.
It is indeed. Say that again. You have something to say, Marius? By any chance?
Oh, now you're listening to me all of a sack of sup sudden. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Page-Raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a blessed oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
Well, I suppose we'll have to find out, don't we? And you're gonna help us. Leveland needs my help. I have orders from an emperor I swore to obey. I want to find the cause of the Dream Scourge, and the garden is our best clue.
And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Sapadal? How do you know you can trust them?
Oh, I can absolutely not trust Sapadal. Not in my head, but a powerful connection. I have a strong intuition that they are trustworthy. The truth is, I'm not sure I can anymore, but I have a job to do, and I don't have time for your nonsense.
Then you're gambling with all our lives. Don't expect me to be overjoyed. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
It's probably his companion story that we're gonna find out about in Galloway's Tusks. Or Tusk. I'll talk to him in time. He'll be fine in a few hours.
I hope so. One of us should talk to him. If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him to his thoughts.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
Okay, so do we have to chat? We do. Marius, let's have an honest heart-to-heart.
I know what you're gonna say. What was that all about, Marius? You seem really upset about something. Well, I don't know what it was about either, so just let me be alone for a bit.
I mean, he's honest, that's good. I want to know. No, he just said he don't know. I feel like this is about the map or the garden even. You seem to be looking for any excuse not to go to Galavan's Tusks. There we go.
I don't... Right, I guess I was. I just really don't want to go. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's Tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying.
Okay, so obviously something happened. Would you like to talk about it? Indeed, did something happen there?
I guess a lot of things happened to me there. I grew up there in Solace. I left there on purpose. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Ooh, it must have been something juicy indeed. Alright then, well, no one wants to chat, I believe, so let's just head on to Galloway's Tusk and we'll see what that place looks like. Lava and acid. Lovely.
This heat is wreaking havoc with my equipment. I can compensate, but I'm less than happy about it.
Always thought that if I ever came back here, I'd never...
Marius, what's the matter? Talk to us.
I'm fine. Just need to... I just need a moment.
Well, okay, everyone wants to chat again, apparently, apart from Yatsley, apparently. We'll get to those people. And yes, as you can see, I have made a change. I've basically made a full sweep, so to speak. Back is Yara and Marius, and Yatsley and Kai will stay at home. I'm thinking Marius, obviously, because this is the home of him, so to speak. Also, by the way, where the hell are we on the map? We are... indeed, up there. Gotcha. Yes, Marius, this is Marius' place, and I'm thinking as we are going towards the garden, Yara will be a relevant character to have. So, what do we have and where do we go? We want to go to, I suppose... Is that actually... don't we kind of want to start with Solace Keep? That's what I'm thinking. Basically, just go straight through to Solace Keep. So if I just place a marker there... Let's just set it as a star. There we go. Now we should have that. Nope, we don't have that. Okay, I thought that it was actually going to show up on my compass, but no, apparently. I am going to delete that. We just have to go straight forward, basically. Also, there's a bunch of enemies immediately. Right.
Quiet, you. You can imprison our bodies, but not our voices.
People here. Ooh, exceptional round shield, cool. Also, party camp over there. Hello. What's going on here?
Does this amuse you, seeing your kin caged like beasts?
No true kin would desert Solace. All we have are our oaths to Nandru, and you broke them.
Right. They're not the only ones either.
The damn oaths again. You might as well be the one in chains. Our founder, Nandru, didn't intend for his people to starve. I'd bet you my kidneys he didn't build Solace Keep so we can die of starvation in it. No, he would have wanted us to live.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm getting too hungry to even think.
Okay, by the way, Nandru, revered founder of Solace Keep. Nandru lived hundreds of years ago, but the Pergunan of Galloway's Tusks still honor the oath they swore to him to protect the garden forever. Oh. Did we know about this? Because that would have been the clue that we needed immediately. Oh well. So, right, that's horrible. What's going on here? Why aren't you feeding your prisoners? A good question.
What's going on here is Pargrunen business. Stay out of it, Outlander.
Yeah, don't need a blessed outsider pretending they know anything. Move along.
Can't imagine why you even set foot here. These are Pargrunen lands, last I checked.
Meaning mind your tongue and your judgment while you're here, outsider. These folk have done much to deserve their cages.
Okay, Marius, you wanna step in by any chance? Strange to see a prisoner defending their jailer. Fine, I'm looking for an old godless tower marking the way to the garden. You want me to go there, right?
You won't find much at that old ruin, but I'm glad to see you go.
Follow the main road north and then east. You'll find some dirt paths to follow after you hit the cliffs. Now mind your business.
Alright, then chill out. Okay, you really don't want me to help. I would like to check out what's over here. there's just another dead person with a exceptional great axe, Balrog skin and everything. Right, you know what? Since we do have our party camp here and people apparently just want to chat immediately, even though we just had a chat, why don't we just do that to get rid of it? So it will be a bit of a chatty episode, I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. Hello, Marius.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back.
Well, after that initial pitch, you seem very, very chill with everything. So I don't understand. Of course I don't. If this were my home, I wouldn't want to come back either. You must not have left under the best of terms. Is that is probably true, right?
I left Solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission, which means I more or less exiled myself.
Well, this is going to be great. I thought we were supposed to get out and wander.
Solace is the oldest standing settlement in the lands. Tradition all but forbids aimless wandering. I've met Pargrunen from elsewhere who seem driven to travel. Seems strange to me. You'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway,
indeed. Let's talk about the Galloway's tusks.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, how about the Solace and the actual region?
This place was named after Gallowayne, but I always thought Magrin held more sway here. Lava, high temperatures, and a giant Bleste volcano in the middle of the region tell me the goddess of fire had something to do with it. Even Solace has the good sense to send a prayer or two Magrin's way. Hard not to when your home is surrounded by Magrin's fury, but sure, give Gallowayne the glory. Maybe that's why Magrin's so Bleste angry all the time.
Maybe. Okay, anything interesting?
There's a place in the southwest of the Tusk called the Slumbering Fields. It's full of dry brambles and plants with nasty thorns. There used to be an old Pargrunen aqueduct out there, but it hasn't been used for a long time. No one's sure why the water stopped flowing, but without it, we've been drinking subterranean runoff for ages. That's all I know, really.
And no one has tried to get it running again? Maybe we can do that. Okay, and what about any tips for surviving?
Let's see. First rule in Gallowayne's tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. You know, if you're this interested in survival in the living lands, we can take this even further. You've done all right out here, but there's always more to know if you want to survive. So, what do you want to learn?
Well, he can now give me some stuff. Quicker, quieter, more agile, not really necessary. How to survive conditions that would cripple the unprepared, could be good. Trust your instincts, a bit of everything, no. Survive conditions that would cripple the unprepared.
Right. People think survival is about knowing what to eat and where to drop your sokka. But there's more than that. You'll have to learn to withstand pain, resist poison, and laugh at discomfort. I can help you with that. This is gonna be fun.
There we go.
Right. That about does it. You're a quick study. At least now I don't have to worry about you so much out there. I can spend my time watching over Kai and Yatsley. Teaching is its own reward, I guess.
Probably true. 2 plus Constitution, which is actually not terrible because I was really low on it. 0 base and then the Kai. Okay, so both Kai and Marius has trained me to do that. Lovely. Yasli, I got Perception and Intellect, but I haven't actually gotten... No, I haven't gotten... Yara, interestingly enough. Let's see if she wants to give it to me now. We talk to her. Hello.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown.
Indeed. We've done it before, we'll do it again.
Your confidence is refreshing. I almost hate to ask, but are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
I wouldn't say necessarily afraid, but like worried, yes. Worried everything I know is about to be turned upside down.
The bane of every academic. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
Okay, cool. I know the feeling. Earlier we were that you were taking the wrong decision with that. See, that's true.
You've been paying attention. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods, they really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me.
Indeed. They must have felt the same pressure as you did. Sure, they tried their best. Does this give you comfort? Probably it does.
Well, it puts things into perspective. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
See, that's a good realization. I would have gotten you a standing ovation at the Bracken Hill Academy.
Really? I wouldn't know what to do with that much encouragement. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
See, she wanted to do it. Okay, right, you have offered to teach me and I'm ready to learn.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an animancer, now's the time.
Okay, so what do we do? We sharpen the mind to decipher the spiritual world, learn about how you stand up for yourself with an ironclad will. Let's do the sharpening of mind.
Unfortunately, that can take a lifetime. It's the sad reality of our work. But I'll give you the short version. Now, let's begin. You, drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
I sure hope so. Hang on to your every word.
Really? What's the last thing I said?
Oh, something dark side. You were telling me about the fight that broke out during your thesis defense.
Ah, I stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done. Besides, that's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind.
Oh, well. Right. Also, holding up. Galloway's tusks. There we go. Well, actually, you know what? The garden. Any nervousness?
Oh, yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the dream scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself.
Cool. So you're tempted to collect a few samples and further some research, maybe?
Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalogue the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down.
Not sure why you're calling it impossible, but okay. So, right, we can apparently ask her if she still wants to be an animancer.
The better question is, can I still be an animancer? Could I even make a difference? By burning Fior Messiverno, the Steel Garrote declared that animancy is not welcome in the living lands. And then there's the Dream Scourge, unraveling civilization as we know it. I don't know where that leaves me. The work my parents started may have no end in sight. We don't even know if the living lands can be tamed politically, much less spiritually.
Well, that'll be something to figure out, right? Your mother thought it was possible, though.
She thought a lot of things. Not all of them were true. All I know for certain is that I've been going about this the wrong way. I should be an animancer for the right reason. With the Dream Scourge, I haven't got one.
Okay, well, if we stop the Dream Scourge, that would be good, because your work is too important. Maybe that means animals is for you, plus you figure it out eventually. Yes, you'll figure it out.
When I do, I'll be sure to let you know. After all, you've been so patient with me. You deserve a little closure.
Sure. Also, by the way, Galloway's tusks, what do you know about it?
You know me. Always ready with an answer.
What do you know about it?
I've heard the Wardens are very set in their ways. For better or worse. Usually the worse. Vidaro tried to form a trade agreement with the Council. Copper and glass in exchange for grain. But it went nowhere.
Okay, are they not interested in trade?
They weren't interested in outside help. The Wardens value self-reliance. Maybe because they have an inflated sense of their own importance. No offense, Marius.
No, you pretty much got it right.
They have a righteous duty to protect these lands, and believe that it can and should be done without the help of outsiders. It's a bit like shooting yourself in the foot because you don't trust anyone else to wield the gun.
And also, by the way, getting a trade deal is not about helping. It's about mutual beneficial arrangements, right? It's such a weird reason to not do trading. But okay, you know what? That's fine with me. We also need to chat to Kai, after all.
Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here.
Indeed, you seem to be quite chill now. Hopefully you've gotten over Thirdborn. But yes, indeed, austere charm and everything.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
Can sort of basically agree with that, yes. People should be free to choose their own path after all.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the land's never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to.
Indeed. You also conquer and annex a lot of the lands you explore and trade well, and all that you gain from your exploits and riches, Ravatai, sure. But how many of you actually go back to your homeland? That's a good question.
Not everyone, of course. But Rawatai's hardly a dying country. Everyone in the living lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely.
I suppose so, yes. But what about Galloway's tusks? Ever been here?
Never. The Pargrunan of Solace are notoriously suspicious of outsiders. Though, from the looks of this place, Solace's real concern has got to be keeping its people in, not keeping the rest of us out.
Indeed. All right then. So
We'll
there
be covered
we
in ash by
go.
morning.
There we go.
Never thought I'd miss
Let's
Emerald
actually
Stair.
just leave before we end the episode.
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
And of course, Sappadol has to chat as well. Okay. What's eating at you?
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place.
I mean, it's your place too. You are the god of everything here, right? It's a testament to the Pargrunan spirit that they can survive here. We won't stay in the Tusk for long. We'll find the garden and get out. Blaming it seems to bring out the worst in its residents. Maybe, that's true, but yeah. They are very spirited people to indeed survive here.
The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? The beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
She has a lot of weird stuff to say. Okay, get to the point.
Betrayal seeps into the veins. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
Known what? You're not speaking clearly. I never betrayed anyone and I never will. I can say that. I've been tempted, but I stood firm. I betrayed someone once, not proud of it. Depends on your definition of loyalty. Let's just say that at some point I did. Not proud of it.
Shame. A scar burned in a field. Why?
Well, everyone has a price. I wish I hadn't learned that the hard way. I had to protect someone. They didn't know what was best for themselves. I was weak and fearful, gave in to myself. Nothing personal. I know I had to protect someone. That's a good answer, right?
Flip the wings. A false promise. The safety of the cage. The venom bloomed. We wonder. What good is a vow if it can break?
Good question, I suppose. I mean, a vow is a vow. That's just a thing it is. We have to trust each other. Not everyone is a potential enemy. We can't plan for every contingency. What matters is that it mattered once. You finally asked me a question I don't have an answer for. My thoughts exactly. You never know when a situation could turn. But yeah, you know what? We can't plan for everything. But at least it started as a good vow, I suppose. Maybe.
Fleeting light. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with 2 heads.
Okay, what the hell did that mean? Dandelions with 2 heads? I don't know. But what I do know is that we are basically done with this episode. This was a talking to people episode indeed. And hopefully Kai will get around. See. So in the next episode, I don't actually know now if I want to go for Shatterscarp first or actually go here first, because what I'm thinking is maybe we have to go here first and we find out that okay, we can't actually do something, we need to go to Shatterscarp. That might actually be the thing, since I don't even have a quest marker for anything over here. Yeah, I think we are actually gonna go there. I think that is a reasonable thing to do. I'll give it a bit of a think, but we will find out in the next episode. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.